We're going to go over chord properties in this video. First, review quickly of what a chord is. It's a line segment that joins 2 points on a circle. So a diameter of a circle is actually the longest chord that you can have. It goes through the center of the circle. But a chord doesn't have to go through the center of the circle. So there's basically 3 things that you have to remember with this chord property. First is the perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisects that chord or divides it in 2 equal parts. So if it comes from the center of the circle and it's at a 90 degree to the chord, that means it's going to cut this chord exactly in 2 parts. Okay? And all the properties kind of revolve around that. So the second thing is that if it's a perpendicular bisector, let's say you know it's a 90 degree and you know it cut it in half, you know that it has to go through the center of the circle. And finally, the third thing is if you know it goes through the center of the circle and you know it cuts the chord in half, you know it has to be at a 90 degree angle. So those are the 3 things for the chord properties. It goes through the center of the circle, it's at a 90 degree angle to the chord, and it bisects it or cuts it exactly in 2 equal parts. So knowing that, we can solve lots of different kinds of problems. So in this case, if this is the center of the circle, I know that that side equals that side. Okay, this is a 90 degree angle. So knowing that, I can use this as a triangle, a right triangle, to solve for what angle y and angle x. Angle x is going to be the same as this angle here, so it's going to be 33 degrees. Angle y is just 180 minus 90 minus 33, which is 57 degrees. Another angle one for the chord property. So I know that y is going to be 90 degree. That means the other side of this also is 90 degrees. And x would be 180 minus 90 minus 40, which is 50 degrees. I'm going to do this middle one now. So knowing these things, that it's a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for different side lengths. So if I'm going to solve for a in this question, this distance here is 3. We know that it's a 90 degree angle. The hypotenuse, which is also the radius of the circle, is 10. So I'm given the hypotenuse. I'm solving for a different side length. So I'm going to use this formula. 10 squared minus 3 squared equals b squared. 100 minus 9 equals b squared. 91 equals b squared. If I take the square root of those, I'm going to get an answer of approximately 9.5. So A is 9.5. Now, if I was asked for this total distance across, I know that A and B have to be the same length, so I could just times that 9.5 by 2, and I would get approximately AB equal to 19. So that's kind of the same method on this one at the bottom here. My radius is 7. This distance is 4. I'm trying to find A. So I again would use this c squared minus a squared equals b squared. Solve for that. That would give me A. If I wanted B, I would just have to times that number by 2. So this could be a type of problem that you would get with this. Point O is the center of a circle. AB is a diameter with length 26. So that's AB right there. It's 26 centimeters. CD is a chord that is 10 centimeters from the center of the circle. What is the length of chord CD? Give the answer to the nearest tenth. Okay, so this doesn't look like a very easy problem because I don't really have any triangles. But the good thing is I can create triangles in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line here and make this 90-degree angle. Now you might think we don't have two of the three numbers, so how can we solve this? Well, actually we do have this number. This is a radii. Okay, it is half the distance across the circle. We're given that the entire distance across the circle is 26. That means this would have to be half of that, which is 13 centimeters. So now given that, I can do Pythagorean theorem since I have a right triangle. C squared minus A squared equals B squared. 13 squared minus 10 squared equals B squared. So that would be 169 minus 100 equals B squared. 69 equals B squared. Take the square root of both of those. And that is going to give me B equal to approximately 8.3. Now you got to make sure that you're not finished. That distance is from here to here. So if I want CD, I need to times this by 2. So in your calculator, just hit times 2. And I get CD is approximately 16.6. And that's rounded to the nearest tenth.